Good morning, Benj. How are you? All right, I think I'm gonna get started. It is what it is. You see the monkey and the frog is up there. Can't wait to see them. Um, they already have everything planned for me. They some crazy babies. I'm just excited to spend some time with them again. I miss them so much. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, they my babies. They my babies. If I put my daughters up there, they probably be like, "Why you put my picture up there?" But they can't say nothing about the grandbabies. They my babies, so it is what it is. But I wanted to come today and talk to you in regards to the prisoners dealing with this situation. I'm not going to say the name because you know how life goes right now with saying the name and YouTube and things like that. So I'm just going to say, I guess I'm gonna call it vital. I'm gonna call it vital. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to call it vital. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, I think I'm gonna need some patience with doing this live because I'm kind of still upset. My husband came home with these huge lobsters. And I've done told this man more than once to not bring anything that's live into my house. I'm still a city girl, and the concept of cooking something now I can cook blue crabs. I'm used to the blue crabs, you know, the pot. Da, da, da. But I didn't bring huge pots here. Like I don't have any huge pot. And he brought these two huge lobsters alive home and then just put them in the sink. So they like, I'm like, what in the world? So I'm kind of upset with him. So I don't know what to do. So I guess I'm going to go get a pot today, a huge pot, which probably is like $100 on the island. Everything over here is 3 times the damn amount. They just like crazy inflation. It's just crazy. So I'm gonna get ready to go do that. I'm gonna run and do that right after this live. So this live is not going to be long. I just wanted to talk about the vital. I personally have a family member that's incarcerated right now, and they did get the vital, and they told me that they had a lot of symptoms, and I was like really concerned and really scared because I was like, oh my goodness, like how what do you do when you're incarcerated and you get the vital? Like, what do you do? Where can you go? How does that go? Do they take care of you or whatever? And he informed me that they did give them masks, and he pretty much had to sweat it out. Like, and he's with the federal penitentiary. He said that they didn't wear masks when it was time to eat and shower, but they did give them masks, and they gave them the paper ones, like the ones that's like $1 in all of our stores, and they have to wash them like in their dirty clothes. So they put them in, wash them, and they give them one. So they only have 2 masks, and the COs have access to the hand sanitizer. So if you're not on the CO's favorite list, I'm quite sure you ain't getting a whole lot of sanitizer because they are responsible to give out the hand sanitizer. So I guess they coming over and giving one squirt, one squirt, one squirt. And it's like, dang, man. And What if you in a room with someone that has the virus? Like, what do you do? Like, it's really, really scary. He was scared at one point. He said, so I want to tell you what was the symptoms that he had, because these are the symptoms that he had. I was so scared because when you hear someone has this, being so we already lost one family member with the virus. So when hearing a person that's incarcerated has the virus, I instantly started thinking like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? He's going to pass away and things like that. But by the grace of God, he is still here. He did the 14-day quarantine. He's very healthy. I mean, like he's very in shape. He's very healthy. And it's amazing that he was able to fight it. He did win against it. So it's good. He's all good. But those were his symptoms. And you see the fever, the mucus, the dry cough, the shortness of breath, the fatigue, the sore throat, the muscle pain. That's severe. So basically, when you get the virus, it affects your immune system. We don't know really what we're doing, how we're doing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. The virus is affecting everything. Nothing and no one is unbothered or untouched. And the criminal justice system is so sucky. I mean, I've did plenty of videos in regards to how I think the prison reform sucks. How they did not move fast at all when this hit. They just start releasing prisoners maybe May 27th. That's when they start releasing prisoners. So far, 52,000 prisoners were tested positive so far. And that was as of June 30th. And we have the total of 88 deaths among the prisoners. Let me show you a graph of what's going on in each prison. Just be patient with me, guys. I'm going to allow you to talk and come up and say whatever you want to say. I'm quite sure I'm not the only one that has a family member that is affected by this. These are the numbers. These are the cases and these are the numbers. And in Michigan, they said that they have the highest deaths. The highest deaths are in Michigan. They did release some prisoners. Like I said, they released them at the last minute. It wasn't no open the floodgates. And one of the things is prisons are super nasty. I mean, they're just a disease waiting to happen. I mean, it is horrible. It is horrible. 1 second.
Angie Poo? Do you know Angie?
Who's that?
Who is she? Oh, Angie Poo.
Hey, it's me, Angie Poo.
This viral company that's helping prisoners, like you might find anything and everything you need to know about prisoners who's up for execution. I think it's an innocent man by the name of Julius Jones. He's up to be executed. and they're trying to do a stay. It's not looking good, but the company name is Pushback. You can Google it, sign the petition, um, try to help as much as you can. Black Africa, everybody is just like this viral. I don't want to say the name, but this viral thing is just taking its toll on everybody. Um, Here in where I am now, 6 people have passed, and I know for a fact that it's a possibility we're going to close down again. I know for a fact. So we got new masks here. They done made some new masks, and it's sad. Like, it's sad. So with that being said, I just wanted to come and tell you, like, if you can go to Pushback and you can read and see how that people are living behind bars with this virus and how they're not being successful in winning against the virus, how many deaths, how many people along the way. It's just so sad. It's just like, what do you do? What do you do? I did add on my community wall, there is a company that received a bid to help with the vaccine for the corona, and their stock was pretty low. Hey, $20, let it ride, see how it go. Recreation, you can't never go wrong with that, because right now a lot of people just tired. They just want to go with the flow and just run out and open up the doors and have some fun, because everybody's going stir crazy. We're like in this place where we're just tired of being inside. So with that being said, oh, hi TC, good morning, good morning, good morning. I didn't want to even go to the comments because I get distracted. And I'm so glad that I hope that my Wi-Fi is working. I hope that this, because I got a new hotspot. Thanks, AT&T. Ridiculous amount, but it is working. And I hope that it is working. So, oh, okay. The numbers are much higher. Okay. CEOs have died as well. Yes. Yes. I mean, because think about it, they still got to go to work. That's crazy. Oh, you can't stay long, just dropping in to say hi. Thank you so much. They are allowing people to die. It's just sad. So I know my number one person would love to talk about this. Benj, you need to come up and talk about this, because I'm trying to sit here and hold back tears, because it's so sad that we have no control over this. We don't know what to do. Like, what do you do? What are you doing? And I'm just going to show you something. I'll be right back. Hi, my bench. Can you hear me? Are you there? Bench,
Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you now. You want to come out and come back in?
Good
Oh,
morning,
wow.
Angie Pooh.
Good morning, my bench.
I can hear you so good.
I can,
um,
that's unbelievable. Okay, go ahead, AT&T. Oh, yeah. So this is the mask that they're selling over here. They have every color, and they're suggesting that
That's
everybody gets.
cute.
I mean, they are. I mean, I'm gonna buy a bunch of them and then just take them with me. So everything is covered, but I am like a baseball cap chick on over here. Like I love to wear hats because it's hot. So
This disease is, I wear those at work, Angie.
this is crazy. Well, this is what's suggested for us to wear on the plane. I am done with investing in masks. I am over the mask. I mean, I have to wear it, but I'm over it. Like, am I the only one? And you in and out. I can't hear you, babe. And I hope it's not me. Am I in and out? Oh, is it me? Am I in and out? I see we got a lot of people in the bushes, so kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean,
Sometimes if I'm doing something at work, I have to.
how many masks have you bought so far, Benj?
I know on my end there's a delay. I don't know why, because my screen isn't going in and out.
I'm kind of happy now. It ain't me. It's not me.
I'm gonna take my earbuds off.
Okay, because I definitely want to get your input.
Is this better, Angie?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes. Hi,
You know
Benj.
what?
How are
Because
you?
I think maybe what was happening, I'm listening on my phone and I have my
Mhm.
earbuds in my phone and I have the laptop open, but I have it on mute. So maybe that's what it was, because there was definitely a delay on my end.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So I think we are synchronized now. So what I was saying is, to me, I'm really thinking that this disease, like this really is genocide.
I
You
believe
know,
so too. I told my
it has
mom
to
that.
be, because listen, now, right, at my job, people that were positive, because we're testing, every week,
Hmm.
they they were testing negative. Now they've tested positive again, but they're telling us, this is their words, ignore it. Honest to God, we have been told to ignore it. And initially, I was so grateful to be an essential worker. I will say that I still am, because I do like going to work.
Yes,
However, now I've been reconsidering, like, do you need to find something else to do? Because this is also um, definitely a time for people to really reinforce and exercise that self preservation. Most definitely, like, but almost like a by any means necessary survival for yourself and your family.
but this is your career. This is not a job. It was your career.
Right.
You know what I'm
This is my
saying?
career. Yes.
So it's like, how do you just? I'm gonna just leave my career because it's a vital situation going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course, I can't, I would have to really think everything out and what I would do. Like I said, I just lately, because of that aspect of it right there, I just feel like it. I'm even gonna say it's not even their fault. The administration at my job, I believe that even, our American scientists, they don't know what they're dealing with.
I
That's why I
totally
keep
agree.
saying it's everything is self-preservation. If you're okay with going out, whether it's shopping, whether it's getting together with family or whatever, do it. But if you're not, I think people should honor and respect your decision that no, I will not take any chances, to be exposed. Because another thing I also think that those that are gonna die from it, they're gonna die from it. That's just, because we are gonna die of something. So
Yes.
those that die from it, this is I'm not gonna say just, but this is God's plan for them to die, and those that survive, that's how they, those that do get it and do survive,
Evolution.
yeah. So
Evolution.
I think that's what it is. If you look at it from a spiritual aspect, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they don't know all of the answers, so they're just shooting out any type of shit. Sometimes they want to say whatever to scare us, and then they want to say whatever. What other thing too, because it's also been politicized, so we got to think of it from that aspect as well.
Of
So
course.
on that aspect, they want to scare the crap out of us. But when they feel like it's scaring us to the point that it is not stimulating the economy, then they'll throw some other BS out there, or they'll stop announcing, or they'll dumb down the numbers of the statistics.
Yeah, it's
You
just like
know,
war. You know what
yeah,
I'm
they can
saying?
do all of this conflicting information, which is really, that's why I said this is certainly the era of self-preservation. Love
Yes.
everybody you love, like, and don't tell people you love them, really show them, because love is a verb. So this is I mean, it's just so much I could just say say about this whole thing.
I
And one thing I
know.
have to say is, come January, when January came, people close to me, I just kept saying, I'm gonna see if I can find it in my journal. But buckle your seatbelts. And I didn't know why I was saying that. And this is January. I kept saying, buckle your seatbelts, buckle your seatbelts, buckle your seatbelts. And I'm not even sure why I would say that to people.
I
Yep,
feel like the
this
whole
2020 gonna be
2020
a
have
rocky
been
year.
horrible.
It is. It is. It's the wheat and the tears. I mean, it's brought out. Definitely, it's exposed. It's revealing 2020. Um, it's exposing and revealing the best and the worst of us. It's revealing our souls. It's revealing our spirits, our hearts. It's revealing all of that. It's totally exposed the infrastructure, not just of America, but of the globe, financially, medically, academically. And the other thing with that is that those things had to come down so that they can be rebuilt, all of it, so that it can be corrected, and so that it can truly be, everybody can be on equal playing grounds.
I just I wish we had someone that was in office that can give us some type of reinsurance because like we don't have a real good understanding what this thing is. Like the way you don't contract it is washing your hands and covering your mouth. We always did that, right?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
saw something yesterday that seems plausible to me, that said that it's in the meat. My mother has been saying that forever. And then one person said it's the water. And
see,
I'm
but
going to say this: when you think about in the aspect of, we'll say, the prisoners, people that don't go outside, prisoners and nursing home people, they're getting it from people that's going in and out.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning.
I mean, even what TC said, they want certain amount of us to die. And then also, I think that, okay, I'm trying to hold back tears because I'm getting emotional. Um, I read something, and I'm not a fan, but I'm very respectable. I think that Farrakhan has said he was instructing us not to be tested with this the virus, well, with the antidote that's coming up because they want to test black people with the antidote. And he was suggesting that we do not get tested or participate in finding out if the antidote works. Did you hear anything about that, Benj?
Honey, I was cheering Farrakhan. In fact, I had my TV set before he even started, like an hour or two. I kept saying, "Oh, I should find out if Angie is ready for this," because I have been waiting forever. And you heard him when he said, the good thing about this isolation thing, quarantine thing, he said that's how he came up with his speech. But I kept saying, well, where he at? I want to know what he think about what's going on. And he said that it was the isolation is when he came up for the speech. Oh yeah, and he's right. But I don't even think I know personally. I didn't have to hear him say that. Don't take the antidote. No.
But you know, some people feel like, oh, it's just as well as the flu shot. My mother, you know my situation, but I
Yes.
love her. Yesterday was her birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
mom. You know
birthday, Mom.
exactly. But every year she swear I'm going to. She goes and get the flu shot, and then a week later she gets the flu.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm
I
like, mom.
work as a contractor sometimes, Angie,
Hmm.
and I really wanted to go in some of these other facilities, because of how much they're paying as a contractor.
Okay.
But my agencies know that I declined the flu shot, and they were like, "You cannot go in. We're looking at you." Well, I've been with them for some of the companies for a couple of years. You can't
Okay.
go in unless you get the flu shot. And I was like, okay, I wanted that money, but I'll pay. I guess I won't be able to go in that one. I can't go in there.
Now, but
Yeah.
some people like, because even with the schools and plus also like certain jobs on a religious aspect, you don't have to get a flu shot
No, but I know up here in New York State, they're
though.
taking
Okay.
that excuse away. You know that? No, there's no more
Are you
religious exemptions up
serious?
here in New York State. Yes, they did it last year. Last year it became official. So if the people that don't want that definitely are against it, they're homeschooling, which I believe people should homeschool anyway. I,
Oh,
as a young dumb,
oh,
I'm gonna stop calling myself dumb, because I use that terminology every time I think of my younger, my 20s and 30s. I homeschooled my son, and
hmm,
I be saying, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not even gonna lie. But one of the things that I really stressed as I homeschooled him, like the part of our curriculum, I was teaching him life skills,
yes,
exposing him to other cultures. One of the
yes.
biggest things was, how you pay your bills. You go to work, you pay your bills. It's just really trying to instill like core values,
Yes.
into him, being tolerant of other people, of different people, and those type things. So I kind of wish everybody would homeschool their children. you know I
So
do, because what we learn in academia, half of that crap you don't even use once you become an
you're
adult.
right. You're right.
That's
But
why
even
everything is called a program, babe. The program
it is,
television,
it
it's a
is.
program.
But
All of that nonsense.
even with the homeschool, like, you hear me say, "Oh, I gotta go to Greens or calling." My daughter works from home. She works for a hospital, and I'm on the phone with the Greens video chatting all day. We're going through homework. We're going, I make them put apps on their iPads, and, we will go over stuff and notebooks and write letters to each other. We do crafts. We even watch a movie together. You know what I mean? Um, when they were here, he was so paranoid about them catching the virus. I mean, vital. Oh, vital. And she couldn't sleep. She couldn't eat. I mean, I was worried more about my baby going through these changes. So I was just like, you know what? You can have them, because it was so much on her psyche that it started bothering me. And I was here helping them with their homework, crafts. They rode their bikes up and down the street, and they interact because it wasn't here. We would go to a different beach, and we did so much of stuff here, but every day. I mean, she literally would call every 3 hours. Where y'all at? Why y'all gotta be there? Can y'all just stay in the house? Binge, it was crazy.
Is this her first time being away from the babies?
No, they come here every summer for 7 whole weeks. And I realized I be old. Yeah. And not even that. I'm that kind of grandmother. I'm Jetta. That soon as I come into Atlanta, we're out. We go to Disney World, North Carolina, Philly. I take them everywhere. You know what I mean? They always with me. Wherever I am, they are with me, you know? And she's a great mother.
So maybe it's just her fear of the pandemic, you know?
It was.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
So for people like, and like I said, she works for the hospital. She's working from home. So she's getting the inside scoop of who got it and how they got it and things like that. And it just weird and teared on her psyche. And it's like, she wasn't the only one. I don't think that certain people are able to homeschool their children.
I agree too. Some of my peers actually that homeschool, at least one of them I know. She doesn't do it herself. She pays someone, and her kids have never been to public school, so she pays somebody to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she pays someone.
That's good. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's really good. Yeah, yeah. One of my.
I mean, I guess that's kind of sort of what I was, a nanny, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I just, because ultimately I don't think, but I'm gonna use the word programming. That programming, is that I lost my train of thought, but it was gonna be something about that we are really our children's biggest influence,
Of course.
so that going back to the homeschooling, and it doesn't have to be the traditional setting. For example, when I was homeschooling my son at the time, I was working 7P to 7A. So I mean, honestly, we didn't even have quote unquote class every day, but those days that I was off and that I can be attentive and be present in what I was trying to educate him on, it may last all day long, sometimes the classroom was out at the park, or I said one of the biggest aspects I try to teach him on was personal responsibility when it comes to bills, and at the time everybody had checkbooks, so how to write a check, and those type of things, putting money in the bank, withdrawing money,
yes, ma'am.
those type of things.
Yes, ma'am.
But I definitely,
yeah, because life skills start at home,
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so sad though. It's just so sad. So what do we do? Because this is ridiculous. I gotta wear this on a plane with a mask and Lysol and gloves and a hazmat suit. Like,
but listen, at least you're doing your part. You're doing your part on not just you're doing your part on exposure both ways, receiving and giving. So just take it as that.
I guess. Still scary no matter what way. Cause I'm like, if I go in, so my husband is he's coming your way. My mother-in-law, me mom, she's diagnosed right now with dementia. So he's going up there to spend some time with her and, get her to the doctors and make sure things are a little bit better. But I am paranoid for him to go to New York compared to me going to Georgia.
Well, New York is reportedly, the city, their numbers are reportedly really down. Reportedly.
Okay. That was my next question to you. Like, what's going on upstate? Because they up like near Connecticut. She's up like near Connecticut, if I'm correct.
Yeah, in fact, not only are they reportedly down, Governor Cuomo really wants people that have traveled from certain areas to self-quarantine before they, do what they have to do once they get to the city.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to admit that he was a president as far
he
as
was.
trying to handle what was going
He
on.
was.
He was very president like, very
Very reassuring. He
yes,
was on
of
it.
what he had to do. Yeah. Yeah, I was very impressed, appreciative. And you see what they're even doing to him now. Now that everything is over, they're now accusing him of abusing his authority.
His power. His power. His power. Come on. His power.
But I'm
Ridiculous.
not even surprised. I mean,
Hi, my
politics
Queen
is a
Diva.
filthy game. It's a filthy game, man. You know what? The politics is like the beef sector. When you think about it, when they run them campaigns, exposed who didn't pay taxes, who got caught drunk driving. I
Yes.
know, like one of the
You make
legislators up
realize.
here, like one of our legislators up here, Louise Slaughter. Louise Slaughter, I don't know how many drunk driving times she had been pulled over for DWI.
That's crazy. It is. Come to think about it. But we
Yeah,
gotta,
they do their mudslinging. They exposed he was arrested for domestic violence, or whatever, different. When they put those when they run them campaign ads against each other,
okay.
I mean, they just be down and dirty, man.
They be dirty. Dirty. Hi, my Queen
Hi, Queen Diva. Hi, Queen Diva.
We just sitting up here talking about the prisoners. We're not calling it a name, so we called it Vital.
I like that name for it, though. I love it. I
You like
really love
Vital?
it. Yes.
I would change the name on something real quick.
I love it.
Because they said you better not say certain things on on YouTube, because they will have a problem with you.
So many people hate the truth. Hate it. Love lies and hate truth.
Ugh. Let's talk about my situation about my friend yesterday. Did you go over there?
Where?
Remember? I don't want to give him no recognition. So,
well, you texted to me or something. I don't know.
My homeboy against the women.
Homeboy against the women.
Remember you texted me yesterday, and you was like,
that. Oh yeah. And I said, should I fire up my troll page?
Did you ever get over there?
I watched a little bit, but it was so ignorant. I couldn't stay.
Now
so ignorant.
Are you feeling
when I say ignorant? And this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say this. I think that sometimes guys that spit that type of vitriol, it's because they really want a man, and I mean it with everything in me. I mean it. And I will when they're in my presence and they're talking like that, I say it to their face. You talk like you hate women. I know you talking like that because you want to be with a man and you don't want nobody to know.
I want to be yourself. I said, are you pitching for the other team? Like, cause you so angry. Like, who pooped in your spaghettis?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, get away from me with that crazy nonsense.
Speaking like that. Yeah, I don't like it. How many men attached to that? And they was just, you heard the name.
Yeah, but they're probably, and the crew was probably all doing the do with each other. That's why. Come on
now
you
to understand why I say woman empowerment.
Come on to the light, guys. Come on to the light. And I'm not even against the, that community, but don't bash up women because you don't want to come out.
He's really something. I mean, I was just like, it was one guy. I think his name was Kissing the Sun.
Hold on. You want to come up, Queen Diva?
Come up, Queen Diva. Please come up. I got my coffee, my mug. Oh yeah.
That's a nice mug, Angie.
Thank you so much. One of my sisters, she comes and visits me every now and then. Actually, I gotta go get her liquor today. Good Lord, I don't know how to shop. But she made this for me, and I brought it all the way here, and I keep this faithful.
Yeah. You know,
She said no, she don't want to come
I'm
up.
to
Queen
I'm
Diva said no, she don't want to come up.
yeah, Queen Diva trip. She be having me cracking up.
I love her. You know I love her.
Uh-huh.
I just couldn't believe it. I mean, now that you had a chance to see it for your own self, now you understand what I be feeling.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you what I was kind of thinking. Man, I wished I knew how to hack pages. I would have just pulled the plug on this page. You know how you flag a page and they be talking and it just go blank. I was like, I wish I knew how to do that.
I wish I knew how to do anything. I was going to, I don't know how, because remember I told you they said in order for me to come up on a panel, I had. I'm not paying y'all no $100 to come up here, but I was surely in the comment. Even like I was saying, the guy that said kissing the sun, he was like, "Yo, what is wrong with y'all brothers? Like, this is not the way we talk about women."
Mm-hmm. Well, I already told you what's wrong with him. Him and any other person that talk like that. That's what's wrong with him.
It's sad. It's scary, and the worst part is that he's spitting that venom, and these young boys are listening. They already, chivalry is already there.
He's programming them. Programming them to be disrespectful. But guess what? Men like that, they end up with daughters that get done the same way. I will never forget when I was still with my son's father. Mind you, he was physically violent and some other crap.
Yeah, we had them.
I will never forget his daughter calls in the middle of the night because she had got jumped.
Somebody did it to her.
And you should have saw him jumping out of the bed. And I said, oh, oh, oh. But guess what? The funny thing is, all of that noise I was making, not that I didn't want him to go protect and see about his daughter, but it was like the irony. Weren't you just trying to fight me?
I don't understand.
Just trying to fight, and at the time, yeah, my son's father, he has 4 girls.
Oh,
Yeah, I said, oh, yep. She called.
but it doesn't reflect on him as a man in the relationship.
It had to be about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, he jumped out of that bed so doggone fast.
Here go my Queen Diva. Hey.
Hi, Queen. Good morning. You got your coffee, Queen?
We got our coffee. I finished mine.
Can you ladies hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Oh, wait, let me see. Hold on. I done something. Hold on.
I was just so disappointed.
Brains, I'll be dangerous. Hold on, ladies.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Can you ladies hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good.
Did you get over there too, Queen Diva? You seen him? Don't say his name.
No, I'm so lost. I'm trying to think who you. Wait, I'm so lost. No, I saw something else yesterday that was terrible.
What you see? Do tell.
Ooh, baby.
Queen Diva be everywhere.
I probably
can't be everywhere.
Look, I probably can't say but so much because of my other half.
Your sister in crime. Did we lose her? Am I in there? Binge.
I can hear you. I hear you.
Oh. I think we lost Queen Diva. I think we lost Queen Diva. She'll come back. Come on back. Come on back.
Yeah.
Come on. So I guess she was talking about what's going on in the streets. Yeah. You know, I'm not in that stuff no more, so I don't know. Well, I don't talk about it. I know
That's like me, Angie. But girl, I be seeing you floating around in your, I won't say your page. When I first saw, I was like, look at her. Look at her.
I surely
Look
do.
at her.
I be nosy because I still got people that are
look
like,
at her.
But here, nah. Nope, nope. Like, I got into a situation with another person, and she just took me from 0 to 10. I was so disappointed in myself. But she been egging me. And she got me. And some of the words that came out my mouth, I was like, damn, I just came off a high with sister empowerment. And I got a nerve to tell a sister that she's a penis and a dollar. I was so disappointed in myself. But I'm a real big fan for the underdog. I don't know what that is. I think that's a Capricorn thing. We just love the underdogs.
I am too. I think it's probably an empath thing. People that are empath, that's probably really what it is. And also, you know that most empaths, they themselves have endured some level of abuse at some point in their life. Sometimes, sometimes you can be being abused and you don't even know it.
We become caretakers. That's why we love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We love the underdog.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna speak about this. Like, I'm not close to that sister, but I am close to her sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all have days. You know what I'm saying? We all got, but it's not. How can I say this? It's not the fact that you had a day. It's the fact that I hate the word I'm a bad bitch.
You know what is that? Exactly. What is it? Let's do a panel action. What is it? What is it?
What is a bad bitch?
That's just like even the garden tool word. When I hear somebody call someone that, I say, oh, okay, so what's the meter? What's the guide? Is it one person they don't step with or 100? I really would like to know. I'm confused. If you can break down what it really means.
I don't think that, because I've been around enough rich people, they don't talk about money. Okay? It's like, if you are this, if you're rich, you don't discuss it. So if you are bad, you don't discuss it. You know what I'm saying? It shows on you and you who you are.
Yeah.
You can't throw rocks
and hide your
and
head.
become a victim of your own circumstances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel for people that are going through changes like that, because you don't want to see nobody hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's not how we play.
Yeah.
You want love, but you gotta pour that love out too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Queen Diva, tell us what's on the streets.
Girl, it's too much on them streets. You know what? I'm so done with them streets. I'm about to go outside on the real streets because I can't take these YouTube streets.
Yeah.
Because sometimes my feelings get involved. Child, I'll be ready to fight.
I used to black out, like my situation the other day when I got into that thing. I was just like, "What's up?" I forgot. Forget the whole.
Angie, I must have missed it because I don't even know what you're talking about.
I heard you, Angie Pooh. I was watching.
You was watching.
Was it on your page, Angie?
No.
Queen Diva. Oh my goodness, you see me like that?
Girl, but you ain't see me in emotion. I want to act up so bad, but I can't on account of my sister. I always gotta keep it professional.
I mean, we all want to keep it cute, but
I know.
Queen Diva, you the one that told me to pull out that troll page when I needed it.
I want to come out my character so bad. Oh my God.
But Queen Diva, do you think that where did it go wrong?
Angie, you're gonna have to text me on what page it was on.
I mean, it was on.
Benj, I'm gonna tell you who to go look at and listen.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you who to listen to. And I'm gonna tell you exactly where to go, where to start at to hear
The
it.
mark. You gonna give me the mark, the cliff note mark?
Yep, exactly,
Okay.
absolutely.
The craziest part about it is I know that I was in and out because of my Wi-Fi, but I wasn't stopping. I didn't give a damn. I was, but Queen Diva, where did I go wrong? I mean, I can't be too many bees. I'm not built like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I know that's right. That person was disrespectful to you. That's why you came out your character because you was trying to keep your calm and cool until they totally was disrespectful. Then you was like, "F it, let me go for what I know."
I was like, don't get this fool where my region is. I'm from West Philadelphia, baby. Like, and I blacked out. After that, I blacked out. I'm being honest. I blacked out.
They
And she
better
told
leave
me,
Angie Pooh alone. I saw Angie doing that kickboxing.
okay, like that's my life. I love that stuff.
Right,
Like
right.
all my, all my life I had to fight.
Oh
And
my
I just was like,
God.
I felt so bad because it's not like she got under my skin, but I had to tell her, I'm not that person. Don't, you better watch what you do. And then, I mean, I would never tell a woman a penis and $1. You're worth a
Oh,
penis and
what?
$1. Yeah, I said some things, Benj. I was horrible. And then she went and did a whole live. What was it? A 2-hour live about me and spelled my name wrong. Queen Diva. Am I saying it right? Hey, Simply. Queen Diva, we lost you again. Simply, if you want to come up, because you can tell me where I went wrong, and I'm a grown woman. I can admit my wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Good morning, Simply.
Come on up, Simply. I want you to come up and talk to me and tell me where I went wrong. Because Queen Diva being real nice, I did do something wrong. I mean, and Benj, I'll text you and tell you where to go and find it and everything. I mean, well, it's my partner in crime. It's on pink.com page.
I cannot believe it. Girl, get out of here.
I went over there because I went to go diffuse a situation. It was two sisters just going at it. And I was like, come on, ladies. Oh, come on. You know what? Here we go. Oh, gosh. All right. Good morning.
Hey,
How are
Morning,
you?
Simply.
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Go ahead and tell me where I went wrong.
You didn't though. I'm not even gonna say you did because you didn't do anything wrong. Uh, I I like Lovely Love, but sometimes
No
she.
names, no names, no names,
Oh, I'm
Simply.
sorry. I'm sorry. I like her, but sometimes she's out of line. Sometimes she can, go off, the deep end. And if somebody has to reel her back in, and that's what they got to do, because you can't. We keep telling this person you can't talk to everybody, you know, like you want to. Everybody don't accept that. Everybody don't like that. They're not gonna let you talk to them any old kind of way.
Well, Benj, it started, she said, what dumb bitch goes to the island during a pandemic?
Oh,
Wow.
You don't know me.
yeah.
So, because I didn't go to an island during a pandemic, the dummy.
That's your home.
That's my
See,
home.
see,
And then
I didn't even catch all of it because I was
that's
just,
how it
oh,
started. Simply, it was actually on your set. Because
mm,
what happened is I had for Father's Day, I had showed you guys because I took my husband to a restaurant up on the mountain.
Uh-huh.
And I was asking you guys, could y'all live here?
Yeah.
And that's how it all occurred, because you was talking about, you was like, yo, it looked really nice there. And she was like, what dumb bitch goes to an island during a pandemic?
Over on
And
my page?
I think it was your page.
Yes, yeah, I did not hear that.
And then what happened is I called in. I went on live. It might have been on her page. I went live to tell her, like, okay, I'm not a dumb bitch. And then secondly, I didn't come during a pandemic. I've been here for 17 months. Oh my girl, hi chat. Hey baby. So that's what happened. And I kept getting blacked out because I couldn't get on because my signal was bad. And you was like, well, I think she got something to say. I think you got something to say. So we was on their binge, and I was just trying to break up the sisters and tell them, come on, ladies, like, they seem like really good people, but I've seen one of them more than I see the other one. I see one sister that's always, and then the other one was just like, all right, whatever. And she was trying to say whatever. She wanted to leave the situation alone. But Benj, this other one, good Lord, Benj, the other one just kept going and I'm a well and this. I was like, babe, you ain't no well. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? And then in the 2-hour mark, yeah, because it is what it is. Because I had a problem with this person, and I said, please don't say my name. I ignored her the whole 2 hours. Please don't say my name. Please don't say my name. Bitch, I'll say what I need to say. Oh, I'm a bitch. Oh no, I was no bitch. My mom didn't raise no bitches.
That wasn't on mine. That wasn't on mine. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. That wasn't on my platform.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
Uh-uh.
So, Benj, that's what it is. And then I lost it. I went black, and they kept muting me. I was in between. I kept unmuting myself and trying to say what I needed to say because I was mad. And I blacked out.
You
And
know
that's
what
not
they
me.
say though, Angie.
Huh?
You know what they say though.
What?
Never fight a fool. Never fight a fool, babe. I got cursed out so bad on somebody's channel. I was like, I put a few laughing emojis in there and left because they look stupid.
Yeah.
Left the person's page, blocked them, and have never been back for nothing. They're the ones that look ignorant to me. You're arguing and cursing somebody out, and I know that what I said was valid. But this is what I learned. But that night, you know what it showed me? That some of these people are on here projecting and spewing all of this negativity, and including the argument, beefing, and cursing people out because they know that's the only attention they're going to get. So they'll take any attention. That's the only way they're going to have people even in their chats, because they're talking junk about another person. I swear to God, I will never, ever. My sister, and I told Queen Diva and Lady Tiva about this. My younger sister, when we were on the island a few weeks ago, when I say that girl cursed me out so bad, that was every B word. This is the second time. She did it 2 years ago on Father's Day. When she did it 2 years ago, I didn't talk to her for 6 months. We've been back now for 3 weeks. She calls, texts, and I don't respond or nothing, and I won't be. I'm not a B.
Exactly.
And that's my. In fact, I call her my heartbeat. I love my sister. We're close. We're usually on the phone 5, 6, 7, 8 times, 10 times, 50, 11 times a day. But I'm nobody's B.
That's right.
No, and I'm not going to argue with her. I won't.
But what I
and at this
don't,
point, I
what
feel
I
like
don't like is this misunderstanding that's on the YouTube streets. Like, we're real women, we're older women, we all got some experiences.
yeah.
How is it why we can't communicate with one another? Like, if I don't like you, I'm gonna stay away from you. I'm not coming to you. I'm not gonna say anything about you. And if you got a problem with me, it's you. The person with the problem need to find a solution.
That's right.
Exactly. Can I say something? Can you ladies hear me?
Yes, we can. Go
Yeah.
ahead, my
Okay,
dear.
look. Angie Pooh. No, girl, I wasn't in that room. I was talking about someone else made you come out your character a while ago. I was in that room.
Oh gosh.
You was talking all nice to her. The dog. I'm gonna just say the dog.
Oh,
You should
that
know
one.
what I'm talking about.
I had
That
three
but
incidents.
this black girl, I missed it.
No, because I was
What?
just, even with that situation, I was telling the sister, like, yo, you way too old to be acting like this. Like, we on our last chapter of life. Do you want to stand
Right.
before your maker on this? Dragging kids and
Mm.
disrespecting the dead and stuff like that. Who does
Mm.
that?
Somebody that doesn't have a life and no morals about life. That's who does that.
But people are caping for her. People are caping for her.
Mm.
Like she changing and she did. Look, I just stay away. I said what I had to say. I blocked, deleted. She ain't even in my
Angie Pooh, let me tell you this, baby. I can walk out my door every day with my head up. That person there can't even come out scared straight. They gotta be scared for their life. You know, I'm not scared for mine, baby. Trust me. Plus, I live behind the gate. I don't have to worry about that. But
I know that's right.
anywho, top security. Anywho, they could dox all they want. I could give a hoot. Okay.
But when you dox, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into.
Exactly. We have nothing to hide, my family. All of us mainly have it going on. We don't have nothing to hide. Trust me. All of us got it going on. Okay? So what they gonna find out? Where I worked at for 19 years, I'm retired. What they gonna find out? Nothing. Nothing but all good stuff about us.
It seems so bad to dox. I got my grandkids on here. That's the reason why I had to change my page, because my grandkids are on here, and that little one, the little crazy one, the frog stage. I'm trying to get them to be more to talk about themselves and talk about, write a journal and tell their story.
Right. Something destructive.
Yeah, I'm taking them around the world. They done been places so I want them to, because I'm not going to be here for too long. God knows when my day is coming. And I always want them to remember, okay, Jetta took me here. We did this. I want it to be a document of our relationship together, because I got that with my grandmother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, for them people over there, for them two over there, they're never going anywhere. They're going to remain in them apartments. They're going to remain behind the closed doors. They're not going very far in life at all. You can tell by the way they act and talk, okay? They're not going nowhere. They're not nowhere even on my level, okay? To be honest. And trust and believe, I'm no better than the next person, but I'm better than them, okay?
Yeah. Most
They're
definitely.
It is what it is. We all are. We all on this panel are better than them.
They are mentally stunted. Mentally, they will never. I mean, they will never evolve, because they have no no self-reflection and no type of self-awareness.
Exactly.
So
what I tell you, I'm not going to be content for another content creator. I can be my own content. And simply, I'm going to tell you this. You have two older sisters that's beside me. I know that you want to grow your platform and things like that. Handle your business. If you got some beef with someone, don't just go tell them, hey, we need to talk. Let's talk this. And if they don't want to talk to you, you do what you got to do. But don't be on beefing on here. Beefing, what is it? Beefing for dollars?
Sorry, some of them not even worth talking to. Some of them not even worth it. They can say whatever they want about me, my sister. It don't even faze us, not even a little bit. She can call her Ruby. She can say this. She can say whatever she wants, baby. It's not about us, not one bit, because we know who we are. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
How you feel, Cynthia? What would you prefer?
We come from a loving family, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My mother loved us.
Self-love will not let anybody project that type of stuff either.
That's right.
I
That's
didn't
right.
come from a loving family, but I created a loving family.
Yeah. Say it up, Angie.
Exactly.
Me
That you
too.
know what? And
Me
that's
too,
what
Angie.
count, Angie Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you such a loving person and such a
Yeah.
kind person. You're a sweetheart. They
Yeah.
can't deal with people like you anyway, so you don't even need to be in that sector.
Yeah, because I'm kind of crazy. I know
Right.
I'm crazy. Like I
Girl,
can't do it. And then not even
Angie.
that. I started like I never boast and brag. Like
Right.
I'll give anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like that part about me. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
So I think I need to shift and stay away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
And
simply,
people that
you
have
okay?
don't boast and brag. People that have things, they don't even talk about it. They don't boast and brag.
I just
That's
said
other
that.
people talking and assuming and thinking. Oh, you live in a big house or you this. You don't know where I live at. You don't know what I live in. I can live in a shoebox. You don't know me. You
Mm.
don't know a darn thing about me. Okay?
But this is the thing. My neighbor is in the stock market. You know
Mm-hmm.
they rich. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I daily text them, talk to them, and then I try to give it to you guys because
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Because they got it. They know what they're doing.
And I
So when
appreciate it. And I'm trying to get an Angie Pooh. I want to invest my money right, girl. You know, I want to be smart with my money, you know? That
but I
if
don't
I'm
want nobody to take that and be like, oh, she uppity. Oh, she thinks she did.
no.
No. I,
Mm-mm.
if you can't give back, what you worth?
Angie, none of that exudes from you, though. You know, thinking that that you're a braggart or you're an elitist. But what does really exude from you is that you're a light. You know, like you are a genuine light. You are. You like so
Mhm.
refreshing and just not with the bull. So
That's
I'm
so
even
true,
happy,
baby.
about the panel that you created, and I hope that you keep it where the we won't mention none of that other stuff
Yeah.
over, on your panel. Just leave them with their being. You know that saying of
Mhm.
what birds of a feather flock together.
Flock
Yes.
together.
So people that want
Exactly.
to be empowered, they will come to your panel. They will come to Miss Tibbs' panel. They'll even come to my
Mhm.
panel. But those that
Exactly.
like to be, they'll go and engage and do all of that. That I'm just gonna call it nonsense. That non-productive.
Mhm.
How Queen Diva said, doing something or speaking something constructively, they'll
Right.
continue to destroy the souls and spirits of other people.
Mhm.
You
You know
know,
what, Benj? Our spirit is too good for that. Me, you, Angie, Pooh. You know, we have really good spirits and souls. And you can tell that by the way we speak. You know what I mean? You can feel it in each other. You know, I can tell, Angie, I can tell you have a good spirit, you know.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sis.
That,
I
that
really
yeah,
appreciate it.
that's natural. It's natural, you know. Yeah, and you do meet people on YouTube where you're gonna become friends with. You know what I mean? Have that YouTube ship. Sometime outside of YouTube, you can feel when somebody is sincere. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't get
you
it
can.
twisted. I have a whole lot of bad days. I mean, what is my favorite song? And you know I'm a Muslim, but this is my favorite song.
I love
I
you.
will not
But
complain.
Yes,
I
I knew
will
you
Angie.
was
not
gonna say that. That's
complain.
Yeah.
my
When,
favorite
when
too,
people
Angie
text me in
Boo.
the when people text me in the morning, that's always my how you doing,
That's
Miss
right.
Jackie? I will not complain. I will
That's
not
That
right.
complain.
that Reverend Paul,
I will not
that's my
complain. Yep.
song.
Mm.
I love me some TD Jakes. Like I
Yep.
said, I keep it real. And look,
Hmm.
I will not complain. That's
I
Yep.
my
won't either,
song.
baby.
Oh my goodness. I think
Because
I
I'm
even
so
oh,
blessed.
Mhm.
I will not complain because I'm
you know,
so blessed.
the other day I was talking about, and I was saying that some people on here, you don't have to say 2 or 3 words to them, but they still don't like you for some reason. They still have a problem
Right.
with you. And it's like, why are you trying to start something with me? I don't even know you, lady. And I was talking about
Right.
that yesterday on my live. You could be doing your own thing. You still have people that try to come disrupt what you're doing. But I just learned, I'm just staying away from those kind of people that like to start drama, because I have free will on here too. I can go where I want to go. And that's why I go around a different page and see what I like. because I'm
And
not gonna
I
sell.
so do I. On my dummy page, so do I. I did.
Mm.
Woo, swimming through the
Sorry, y'all. I still have to admit, though, I love James. I love
I
Philip Boy Brother.
James ain't like, he ain't high end messy. He just, if you come for him, he gonna give you that
Right.
smoke. But
Okay,
he ain't gonna,
okay.
he ain't
Right.
gonna go over there and start
Sometimes I
trouble.
do be asking myself if I'm being a hypocrite, because I love
Mhm.
James.
But let me tell you this, because
No,
I
he came up.
did email him so I can get permission to talk about his book because I'm like on the last chapter of the book, and there's so many things I want to talk about his book, but I don't want to disrespect him. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm
In,
saying?
in, in one of the panels that we were on, he came up and he was talking to us on it.
Oh,
And he'll email you back. He's real good about that.
he
He will
did.
definitely get back with you, Angie
Oh, well, I
Pooh.
guess eventually he will because I wanted to talk about it on the
Oh,
sister
this is.
panel. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he comes up on panels too. You can invite him up on your panel. He'll come up.
I ain't know how to do that. I ain't want
Mhm.
to, because when you read somebody's book or you say it or make a suggestion, people be like, "Whoa!" Like, I ain't want that smoke.
He's a really open-minded person. He's down to earth
Yeah.
and he's open-minded.
Well,
Angie, I wanted to say this about also too with your grandbabies, even with your daughters, you could do this. The insurance guy told me this years ago, and I actually lost the journal that I was doing this in. You
Mhm.
can write letters to your grandbabies and your daughters too, like
Mhm.
little journals about your thoughts of them that they can read though, like whenever your passing is.
See, the thing is,
Right.
me doing my transition from the States to here,
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that you don't keep a lot of stuff. You can't transport a lot of things
Okay. Okay.
in your life.
Uh-huh.
So I have a
Right.
lot of books. I have two big giant bookshelves. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm into my books. I got
Wow.
a lot of books. I love to read. Like I really do. But in my travels, I learned this. So what I do is I buy them and my parents things that they can
Mhm.
utilize with me and a remembrance. Like
Okay.
my
Mm.
dad is a veteran and it was Father's Day. So I got a plaque made with all of the sayings and all the words that I say to him and I say about him. And I signed it. And that was
Oh, okay.
so this is the kind of stuff like right now, and I know I shouldn't probably say it out loud, but I'm in the process of getting blankets made for my daughters. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it to them with, stuff that I want to say to them, how I want to say to them. And that's my gift because I know how we are. We like to curl up on a sofa and watch TV so they
Uh-huh.
can use the blanket. And that can
Oh,
be
okay.
something they take with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Wow, that sounds really
Yeah, that's
nice.
nice though. Those are good
That's
ideas.
yeah,
beautiful.
I
Yes.
went for London. London is the oldest one, the crazy one. She has I went and got her some postcards and I put stamps on them. And being as though she have made friends on the island, she can write them little postcards. So I said, write me a postcard too, even though we be on the phone all day, every day. But that kind of stuff, like something
Yeah.
that if you have to get up and go, because at one point we were waiting to get an okay to move to the Bahamas. My husband is or high demand on any type of tsunami or trauma, anything that happened to a foreign country, my
Mm.
husband is in demand to help rebuild. So we was
Mm.
waiting to get the word if we was going to go to the Bahamas. So that
Mm.
means everything in this house, I have to
Mm.
pack up and ship. So you
Wow.
don't get attached to stuff that you can't carry. When you
Mm.
gotta go, you gotta go. It's the same way in death. I had to I have my grandparents' estate. I have their house that I just sold in Philadelphia. All that stuff that they accumulate, I had to pack it up and give it away. I had to.
Wow.
I couldn't bring it here with me. So you want to do sentimental things. That's why I said if I can't do nothing, I could cash app you all day. Even though some people won't tell me they cash app. I ain't saying no names. But I'd rather give somebody a $5 stock.
Are you talking about me?
No, not you, Queen D, but even though you ain't texting me back,
Oh,
no. I'm talking about the other person that's on the main line. No names.
what I was supposed to do? I was supposed to text you? No?
You were supposed to email me so we can set up your
Angie Pooh. Do I
yes.
have your email address?
I can put it in
Oh,
here.
at Gmail. I see it. AngiePooh215 channel at gmail.com.
Yep.
I got it, Pumpkin. I'm so sorry, sweetie pie.
But
I
I
will
wasn't
do
talking
that.
about you, but I appreciate. Go ahead and email me, and then what we'll do is I'll send you a link to start your Robinhood, and I want to give you a little donation to start your Robinhood app with stock.
Girl, I appreciate that. I'm gonna definitely
And
email you
simply,
and start.
same for you. And maybe this person, even though I know who she is and I text her, but she won't give me her Cash App information, maybe one day she will do the same.
You talking about the lady down at the bottom under you? The one that's under you?
Ride to die. Ride to die.
All right. Yes. Yes.
Is she quiet? Why is she so
Oh,
quiet?
I'm just
Bench
listening to the
thinker, that's my
conversation.
beauty.
I'm listening to you ladies talk.
You don't got nothing to say?
I don't have anything to say.
Oh,
No, but sometimes
well,
gratitude can be in another form of way. Like I said, I like to give something to someone that you can pass it on and you can keep it going. And then if you don't
right.
remember nothing about me, you be like, damn, Angie Pooh gave me this. Like this cup is 5 years old, but I always
That's a nice
remember that my
cup.
sister gave me this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
I could throw away everything else, but some things
Keep
you
that.
just keep. Benj, does that make sense?
Yep.
Ben, you so quiet. Are you getting tired, huh? You working
No,
tonight?
I didn't work last night. Nope, I didn't work
Oh,
last night.
oh, I would have called
No.
you this morning. I wanted to
Oh
call
no,
you
I was
so
see,
bad.
I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning.
Girl,
Oh
I
I
got
wow.
wanted to
up,
call you
started writing in my
so
journal.
bad.
This got up, writing in my journal, just sitting
Okay.
looking out the window for a little bit. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. And you guys want to touch any points about the whole prisoners before we go?
It's sad. And as I said, Angie, you know the numbers are much greater than what they're reporting. Much, much, much greater. And honestly, they don't want to put money into
About what? Wait,
getting.
I'm sorry, lady. I'm sorry. What happened? I'm sorry.
Well, the
Did I
reason why
miss
we are
something?
here talking is about
Mhm. About
we
what?
we
Maybe
gonna
I
call
missed
it
it. I'm
we gonna call it the
Vital.
vital,
I
the
love that
vital.
name.
So we're
the who?
here
I know how
talking
to
about
read between the lines.
yeah. So basically, it's a lot of prisoners that's catching the vital.
And guess
Mm-hmm.
what, Angie? Because
Yes,
they've
ma'am.
already spent so much money just housing them, giving them peanut
Mm-hmm.
butter and jelly and rotten bread and bologna and spoiled milk.
Wow.
They don't want to put money
Oh
in the
my
now.
God.
But this is the thing. Please do not judge me when I say this because
Mm-hmm.
I'm caught in between two lives. Like I'm over
Okay.
here dealing with these kind of people, and I don't mean to be disrespectful in no manner, but I'm also over here with my people. It is
All
so
right.
much of good money in prisons.
I know. I
I
know.
already know. It
They're
is.
profit. They're,
And
they're
it's
they are
sad.
for profit. They are for profit.
Oh my
Everybody knows
God.
that. But I
You don't
wouldn't
want
call
to
it good
say it
That's
money.
out
so true.
loud.
I wouldn't
Ugh.
call it good money though. I would not call it good money.
Well,
Because I
it's
do believe that there's probably a very large portion, and I'm even going to say with non-melanated people that are
Mm-hmm.
innocently sitting in jail.
I told you this guy, Julius Jones, he's up for execution and is known that he did not do anything. He's innocent.
Wow.
Yeah,
You got
so
to
There's
read
so
the
many
I
of us.
story.
wouldn't. You know what? Blood money will never be good money.
Of course. I mean, well,
And you
if
know
that's the
another
case, we
thing?
can go all the way back to Africa with the diamonds. Blood money ain't gonna never be no good.
And
No.
you know what? It's so many of us been railroaded, if you know what I mean. You see how he up for execution and he didn't do it. It's so many people behind bars for crimes they couldn't commit, that they
Yes.
didn't commit. And you know another thing, look at some of the people that's been in jail for years, like 26 years, then they come out and find out, well, they get out because they find out that they didn't commit
With
the
the
crime.
DNA testing
Yeah.
and all that.
And get
Yeah.
all that BS. But in the meantime, you don't ruin their life. No, it's not enough money in the world to buy that time that you missed. You know?
No, it's not.
No money can replace that time in your life that you missed out on.
But they
In the
giving
words
them football numbers.
the great TD Jakes, he says, this was years ago, and this was what made me respect, like if I don't want to do something to truly not do it or whatever.
Mhm.
He said, waste all of my money, but do not waste my time because I can't get it back.
Can't get it back.
Mhm. That's right.
Can't
That's
get it
right.
back. But that's what I said. They giving football sentences, football numbers.
Mhm.
And when
All the
okay,
time.
I'm about to tell y'all something. In my younger years, it was in juvenile court. It was a known
Mhm.
judge. When you go before him in Philadelphia, he would tell you to look out the window and tell you how many birds you see. If you seen 5 birds, you was gone for 5 years.
Mhm.
Wow.
Damn.
That was who he was. You never wanted to get that judge.
Wow.
Wow.
And I mean, you could have did. Now I'm seeing
That's tough.
juvenile court.
Yeah.
So I mean, you didn't even know what he was saying. You'd be like, how many birds I see? I see 1, 2. So you'd be like, and then when people start catching on, he's giving you the sentences according to what you see.
Wow.
Let's talk about it.
Wow.
Let's talk about it. Come on.
Wow. Did you see the one? Because I love watching all of those old, what do you call those? Forensic files and so forth, and
I do too.
FBI files and stuff.
Project.
So there's a judge, or either, I guess he was a judge and attorney. They were all working together with the private prison. And you saw it, and the guy killed himself, and the mother, like, she was going up there, and these were non-melanites. She kept saying, because of you, my son is dead. But then she was doing all of this, not knowing the story behind it. So, you know, as the segment goes on, that's when they say that they were getting paid to convict they were teenagers. So I guess it was the juvenile system getting convicted. And then the other one, have you all seen? I would like to see the movie. I don't know. But there's another one. It's called The Boys From. Actually, one of the terms they use is the White House Boys. You all ever heard of the White House Boys?
Okay.
You heard of that one?
No,
it was a what do you call it? What do you call those places where you send your children, like to kind of be reformed?
Oh, boarding schools.
Yeah. So wherever, I want to say it's in Florida or somewhere though, I think. But they were like raping those boys and burying them, like they had a whole But I've seen like just a small preview here on YouTube, but I've never seen a complete documentary. I can't find it. I don't know if I will actually want to see it, but the thing is, how can any person torture children? How can you just hurt kids? That's why I think some of us are like literally we're born like we incarnated as demons. We look like humans, but our souls are like it's a true demon.
It's this YouTube channel. I think it's called White Belly something.
Yeah, we hear you, Queen D. Well, your avatar isn't up, but we hear you.
We hear you, but your
Don't
avatar.
flip your camera over though. Put tape over your camera.
Okay,
well, no
camera. Well,
girl, if they see me, I don't care. I'm never ashamed of how I look. The only thing is my tooth fell out.
That's why I gotta keep tape over my camera. I be naked most of the time, or just have my.
No, I got on a night shirt. No, I got on a night shirt. I wish I had my baby.
I be good and naked with these.
Exposed.
I be good and naked with these long titties.
I wish I had something.
Wait, what a good one. You gotta have a good one though.
I mean, I'm home by myself, so I don't have no fun or nothing with these big old long titties. So
look, you stop, Ben.
But Queen, if I have
plastic surgery, the one thing I would get is a lift. I would get a lift if I could get plastic surgery. Definitely lift.
Hey, Angie, welcome back.
Yeah, these things are so humongous. That's what running my family. Big titties. Like
mine too. Mine's
Yeah.
too.
Mine's too.
But you know what?
I
I
don't
guess
think
being as though
mischievous
I'm a
boo
survivor,
would
I would never, and I'm
do.
scared to death of needles. I would never consider, and I've lived in Atlanta. I would never consider getting any plastic surgery, no matter how much money I come across.
Yeah, I don't know if I would get a lift for real either. But my reasons particularly is also because I cannot stand anesthesia. And anesthesia, I don't like going under for nothing. Oh no, 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 no. I used to work with a
Angie Boo,
celebrity
can I say
Wait, hold up,
something?
a
hold
celebrity
up,
plastic
Ben.
surgeon.
What are you saying, Queen Diva? We can't hear you, babe.
I was gonna say, you know what? I was doxing you because when you lift that cup up and you told me your sister gave it to you, I see the pink ribbon on it and everything. So I said to myself, I wonder if she's a survivor. Instead, she's a survivor. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, but I think I hear you saying some stuff that I'll be like, what?
Okay, listen. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Come hang up and come back, because I gotta hear this story.
Okay. All right. It's not a story. It's just something that I'm telling you that I noticed.
Okay,
Can you
well,
hear me?
now we can hear you. Go ahead, say it again now, Queen Diva.
Hold up. Let me get my earpiece. Hold on. Because I
Okay.
got some
Because, bitch, did you
technical
hear her say
difficulties.
some stuff that was like, what?
Wait, hold on. Sorry, you guys. Let me get my earpiece.
Okay.
Okay,
Give
hold
me 1
on.
second. I'm going to go potty real quick and wash my hands.
Go ahead. Okay. Benj, can you be back? Oh, Benj.
I had muted myself, Queen.
Okay, hold on. I'm asking you something. Can you hear?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, because I got my earpiece on. No, what I was saying is that I noticed when she lifted her cup up, the one that she said that her sister gave her. You following me?
Uh-huh.
I noticed the pink ribbon on there for breast cancer awareness ribbon. The pink ribbon.
She's talked about her story. She's a cancer survivor.
Right. So now I see. I was saying to myself, I'm wondering if she's a cancer survivor. And she mentioned that she is. And I said, oh, because I noticed that mug and the date and everything on there, the mug that her sister gave her. So I was going to ask her if she was a cancer survivor. You following me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
listening. Go ahead.
All right. Now, Angie Pooh, this is what I was explaining to Benj. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I noticed your mug that your sister gave you. Your mug. Which, your coffee mug?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I noticed the ribbon on there for breast cancer, the pink ribbon. And I noticed a date or something on your mug, like your name and a date or something, if I'm not mistaken. So I said to myself, I'm wondering if she's a breast cancer survivor, a cancer survivor, because I noticed that pink ribbon and a date on your mug. So come to find out, you said that you was a survivor. I wasn't aware of that.
Yes, ma'am.
You following what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. But you said
Oh,
doxed, and you said I doxed you.
no, with that pink cup, that told me a lot. That's what I meant by that. I was just teasing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not into that doxing shit. I'm sorry.
No, I thought you were saying it as a joke. I wouldn't think you would dox.
Yeah, I was saying it as a joke about the cup. With the pink ribbon. I could tell you was a breast cancer survivor, a cancer survivor. I don't know what type of cancer.
I am a breast cancer survivor. My grandmother and I both had cancer at the same time, and she told me I'm gonna live and she gonna die.
Wow.
And she did die.
Shut up.
And I did live.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
So when
I
I
didn't
woke
know
up,
that.
when I woke up and I was like, so the worst part is when you find out you got breast cancer, they do this thing that's just like horrible. They make you feel like you're about to die tomorrow. And that gotta change.
Wow.
So they send you to counseling and they tell you to always keep your will and testament up. And I'm Muslim. It
Wow.
costs like $1,600 to bury us. We get wrapped, strap, through in the ground. It's no funeral. It's no
Mm,
big elaborate nothing. So
mm,
I did all this stuff, and like I said, I was taking care of my grandmother at the same time, and she passed away. So when after I had my surgery, I woke up and I was like, "Do I have them?" Because I thought they was going to remove my breast because I was so young. This happened in
mm.
2000, and that was 20 years ago. You know, I was only
Right.
how old was I? I was 25. I was still
Wow.
young. I didn't know what that was. I thought I was going to die. When they say the big C, you just think about dying. So that's why I don't play
Mm,
with these things. I got both of them. I got a nice little scar tissue. I do. I got a nice little remembrance. But everything I
mm.
got is pink. I try to do the
Wow.
walk, and oh, you didn't know that? I'm so sorry. It's okay. So the
No,
thing
I'm
is,
so sorry.
no, 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 no. That's the reason why I celebrate life till its fullest.
I don't blame you, huh?
And if it's anything that I don't think that I'm guaranteed tomorrow. So I try to produce as much remembrance as you can remember me by.
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell you that I want to do a favor for you, I don't have a big ego. I'm not that person. I really just genuinely want to do something for people.
Wow. Angie Pooh, you making me sad again.
You're not allowed to be sad. I'm okay.
Wow.
I
Wow.
just love, I
Wow.
love love. I love love. And
Right.
that's it. That's it. My number one saying, my motto is give more than you take. Number one motto.
Right. Mm.
I
That's
wish
a
I could
good
be that
one.
way with
Give
that
more than
husband
what you
though.
take. Angie, may I ask, how long have you been married?
I've been married now, I think we've been married for 16 months, but we've been knowing each other for 8 years.
Oh, you're a newlywed, girl.
We never lived together.
Oh, you're a
No,
little
no, bitch.
newlywed.
Oh, bitch. I'm okay, baby. That was 20 years ago. My grandfather's wife, which she was my grandmother too, because she'd been here since I was 4 years old. So that was the one that just passed away in
Right.
September. So, but I'm okay. I'm definitely okay.
Wow.
I don't want to make this a big thing.
Thank
Oh
God.
gosh, I don't want to make it a big thing. I mean, I just
Look,
tie. I'm
Ben's
usually
upset too.
ties in my
Look.
chat. Usually ties in my chat, and
Oh.
she's with an
Mm,
organization in Atlanta. These sisters celebrate breast cancer every year, and they do a big event, a real big event.
mm,
You know what I'm
mm.
saying? And I tried to go, and this was my gift that she had made for me. She filled it up with all kinds of stuff, and this is the one thing that I've grown here. Oh gosh. So
Mm.
no, yeah. We didn't live together. We didn't shack up. I told him no 6 times, and the seventh time I said, "Here."
You, Angie Pooh, you deserve it. I could tell. It's
Oh,
nice to have a spouse. Well, I've been married twice, girl. I don't think I'll do it again.
and what's so ironic, and I'll just go a little bit more in detailing. My husband, my first husband, my kids was every bit of 8 and 9 years. I'm 8 and 6 years old when I was diagnosed
Oh.
with breast cancer. So I was like, I didn't have a great relationship with my family. So I was just like, okay, my husband gonna take care of them. And
Mm,
in the process, as me being a Muslim, and they had me going
mm,
back and forth to counseling because they wanted me to be prepared for everything. My
mm.
husband decided to take a second wife without my permission.
Wow, that's the Muslim. You say he Muslim, you Muslim, right?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
mean I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm
Oh no,
just
no, no,
saying.
no.
Okay,
I'm not
that's
offended
what they
by it.
do.
I
Okay.
mean, It's no different than a regular man cheating on his woman. It's the
Yeah, no
same thing.
different. You right. You right,
It's the
baby.
same
It
thing.
is.
So they just,
Exactly.
um,
Mm-hmm.
so when I was dying, when I thought I was going to die, I made the pilgrimage. I've been to Saudi Arabia. I just travel because I thought I was going. You know what I mean? So I wanted to
Wow.
experience some things. But I did do
Mm-hmm.
polygamy for 1 whole month.
Mm.
1 whole month.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, it's a difference compared to sharing your man and you know you sharing them to sharing them and not.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And I'd rather not know.
I'd rather
If
not
I'm
know.
sharing, I don't want to know about it. Me too.
I'd rather not know. And that's no shade. Nobody can shade me. I tell you, nobody, my
Mhm.
content is my content. Nobody can't make content about me.
Right.
I live in my truth. I know what I did.
Hello.
I tried it. I
Amen.
tried it. And I was
Amen.
completely covered for
Mm.
20 years. Completely covered. Face, everything, eyes, everything. Nothing.
Wow.
So
Mm.
that's my
For how
story.
many years?
20.
Look at my comment in the chat, Angie, about your 1 month polygamy.
I can't
I deserve a trophy for that. Give me a big trophy. Could you do a binge?
You know, I think about it
So
as a
bad.
support system, and because I have thought about it, I don't think about it as much as I used to. Because I used to think about it and talk about it so much. I think it was running some guys off. But my reason was that I looked at it one as a support system, kind of, right? I'm even tell you the what made me ever consider. You ever heard of Sekhmet Shabaka?
No, I
That
haven't.
ain't sound.
You know
But
what
I
Sekhmet
know
Say that.
Shabaka is?
I know Sarah in the Bible, but go ahead.
So because of Sekhmet, she had a video on YouTube. I don't know if it's still up. So that's what made me consider it. I was like, oh, so it's like everybody take care of them. But then I was like, because I don't like to. I'm comfortable with distance. I'll just say that. When I'm in a relationship, I don't have to see you every day. Don't be calling me every day. Like that's me. So
Mm.
So, like I said, I was
No.
looking. I was thinking about an aspect of support, but then I said, well, no, but wait a minute, because I don't, of course, I don't know how it actually works. But I said, if I want to see him at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, like, what am I supposed to do if he's with the other person? So that's that's what
Mm-hmm.
made me say I don't think I would want. I would be able to do it. I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
It was a different experience because we were married for 10 years and I was used to him being there, and then to have to share him, and if something arises or you roll over, he's not there, and the first thing you know is, oh shoot, he's with her. And it just like it
Mm-hmm.
plays with your mind. Like, oh, and then
Exactly.
I
And drives you
also
crazy.
it did. And I also
Yeah.
didn't like the whole body fluid system because I was like, oh, like,
Yeah.
nah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know this chick. I don't care how many checks she
Look,
done got.
I couldn't dare put my mouth on it knowing you was with somebody else. To
And
be honest,
to
I'm
make
just saying.
to be even more personal about it, we
Right.
started using condoms. I didn't
Yeah.
play.
Shit. I know that's right.
So
Mm.
when keeping it real is too keeping it real.
Right.
But I was 1 whole month. Whoop whoop. And then I also looked at it like from so many aspects because I knew I wasn't going to have any more children. So he wanted to have more children. Okay, maybe that could have been an option. I thought I was going to die. So maybe this woman will be my children's mother. So I looked at it in that perspective. Okay, but this person, when you pick that person in your life, you got to be very, very careful because everybody that come in your life is not there for good,
Right.
for good reasonings.
Right.
All she seen was the businesses and the money. Oh, they got businesses. Oh, this I'm gonna be all right. I ain't gotta work this and that. No, baby, you got to work. This is not his. This is Angie's. This is
She
Angie's.
thought she was
My
a
daycare center.
beneficiary. She thought she was a beneficiary. That she got her an inheritance, boy.
Yeah,
Pretty
they was
much.
like,
Pretty
because
much.
I set everything up. So they was like, oh yeah, Sade, my daughters was gonna come with inheritance. They was gonna live. They was gonna live in my house. And they was gonna drive my car and take care of my businesses.
Mm.
Where they do that at? Every man for themselves. You got to have your own coming up in this world. So the whole co-wife situation, like I said, it had its good advantages, but then instantly that stuff went bad quick. And the whole body fluids. I'm not cool with sharing body parts, no matter what. If I don't know, I'm cool. But if I know, I ain't cool.
That's right. I feel the same way. Hello, are we
We're
here?
here. It looks like she's muted. I wonder if she noticed she muted.
Angie Pooh, maybe. But you can hear me, Benj?
I can hear you.
Angie will be back. Angie will be back. She's taking the time out again. She'll be back.
I am so here. I'm so here. Sometimes, sometimes that reality hits hard. Yeah. I'm saying, shoot, I need to write a book.
You should. Shoot. I always tell people, don't die with that book in you. I tell people that. Do not die with that book in you.
Angie Pooh, did you read the book?
Yes, I did.
Angie, when you gonna give some more sex toy updates?
Oh, I actually got some new toys coming, but they went to Benzo. It takes so long for products to come here. I sent it to my daughter's house. So when I get there, they'll be there.
I've noticed that there's a few that I don't know if it matters who the manufacturers and everything. I told you my sister is a dealer. Some of them, even if they're not used very often, seem like their motors are not good. They don't. And I guess that would be the battery operated ones.
We here.
But it seems like they don't have their motors don't have a good shelf life. That's how I'm gonna put it like that. Even if you hardly ever use them.
But that's a good market though. So it's like you always want to upgrade. And to think about it, you should. Like, who wants to use the same mode?
But I'm just saying, for example, I have a friend that don't hardly use her toys, but occasionally if she pulls whatever one out, is dead. It has nothing to do with the battery. So I'm saying it must be a motor problem, an internal problem. So that's why I say I don't know if it has a lot to do with the manufacturer. You know what I mean? I don't know where my sister get her products from. I don't know.
So I was going to ask you to connect me with your sister.
No, because I'm not talking to her.
Oh, that's right.
That's the one that cursed me out. Yeah.
Okay. Because, they don't sell them here. So I was like, maybe. And then again, I was like, I don't want to deal with these women and going into their house having a toy show, because I will be like the black sheep. And, they be like, what the heck?
It's a very lucrative business, though. I can
tell you that.
It is. We've been selling the lingerie. They call it the modern day Tupperware party.
Yes. Yes.
Now, my older sister, she started selling years ago, and her very first party was well over $1,000. Like her profit, well over her very. Actually, I think that was her. I was gonna say her only, but that was her biggest. And the sad thing is,
hello.
We hear you, but it's muffled.
We hear you.
I know something's wrong with my internet. I think the connection is bad.
You know what, Queen? Sometimes press the reset button on your modem.
Can you hear me better?
We can hear you.
Hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is still is it still muffled?
We hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm good. Go ahead, ladies.
I mean, but even with the toys, like I wanted to display it, give y'all a taste because, like I told you, this is my first time ever shopping off of Amazon, and I
Mhm.
read the reviews. I'm really into the reviews.
Right.
So, like I mean, I would, me personally, every 2 months, I think that we should upgrade our toys.
Every 2 months, you saying that, Vince?
I said that.
Vince, who said that,
I was say,
Vince?
come on now, my Queen Diva. Don't be putting words in my mouth.
Oh, no. Oh, Andy said that.
Yes, ma'am. I want different friction. I want
Okay. Every 2 months?
every 2 months.
Girl, I'm so far behind. Mine is years and years and years and years old. And that battery, that motor's still running fine. It depends on how much money you spend. It is about the
It
money,
is.
too.
It does
My
depend
thing
on
was
money.
about $80.
Yeah, mine was about 80,
And I haven't
85.
even used it. My friend haven't even used it 8 times.
And the motor dead?
Deader
No,
than
the
a door
motor,
now.
I never had a problem with my motors.
Yeah, I would have had to send that back. I would have wrote the company.
But you know what? See, because you want a different type of feeling. Every time, some things go bzz, some things go bzz, bzz, bzz.
Right,
You
right.
gotta,
Angie must be Angie must be a Scorpio. She sounds
no,
like
I'm
a
a
Scorpio.
Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn.
Well, they
I
just
know
as
this.
bad. They just
Me
as
and
bad in that
Pizarro.
department.
Me and Miss Pizarro both a Scorpio. You know what? I could tell Miss Pizarro was a Scorpio. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but Emily, some of the things Emily shared with me, I'm surprised she's not here. But husband's in town, my fault.
Mm.
I was like, ooh, my sex grade ain't up to that part. Emily taught me some stuff. I'm like, what?
I remember Emily being on the panel.
Yeah.
Right.
Very sweet woman. Very sweet woman. But
Ladies,
she found a device that's like a pinger. It's a ping. And it constantly, you just push the button, and it pings, and it goes in and out, in and out, in and out.
oh, wow. That sounds very interesting.
I digress.
Oh my God. Well, ladies, look, I got to start my day, ladies. I got to take a shower. I need to go out and do a couple of things. I have a life. This YouTube is not my life. Yeah. My sister had me hooked in these streets, and I can't live like this.
Okay. But Queen Diva, before you go, look at what we have to wear now.
Those are so cute, though. Where you get it from?
Oh, they are cute. Oh, I want one of those Angie Pooh shirts. Put it on. No, I need one of them. Put that on. Let me see how I look.
Angie.
Me too.
Angie, can they be shipped?
I can ship them to you. Sure.
Put it on, Angie Pooh.
So I just put it on.
Put it on. Let me see how I look.
Oh, I can't keep it on. This is my earrings.
No, you frozen too, because we can't even see.
You can't see me? Oh my goodness.
No, it's frozen.
I can see it, Queen.
Oh, you can? Well, I'm frozen again.
You can't be frozen because we can hear you.
Yeah, but, now I see it. I see it. Oh, that's cute, though. That's cute.
And they got every color. And then they have these attachments off and on, sure.
Okay.
They only $9.99. I could put them in a little packet and I could ship it to you. It's no problem.
And I will definitely
So
send you.
cute.
That is cute. And you said they come in other colors?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I could take a picture and I'll put it up here and I'll show you the colors because I gotta go past I'm gonna get my husband about 4 or 5 of them. So once he can wear them, he can toss them because I don't want him. We're not bringing nothing back besides what we gotta want.
Right. Now, Angie, when you guys leaving?
We leave Sunday morning.
And you guys going where?
He's going to New York. I'm going to Atlanta.
Oh man, I wish you was going to New York. That's close to me and Benj.
I know. She told me. She told me where she at.
Wow, I'm right in
Ben only
Jersey.
tell me what she want me to know. She don't tell me nothing.
I'm closer to Canada though, Angie.
I love Canada.
No, it's so
Canada.
far,
I'm
Angie.
closer to Canada. Although I live in New York State, I'm closer to Canada than to the city where Queen is.
So is
Yeah.
I told you me mom live upstate, like near Connecticut. Are you close to there?
I'm like 5 hours away from Connecticut. I have so much family spread all over Connecticut, all
Okay.
over.
What?
Yeah, that's where Dee Dee Love live. I always say if I go to Connecticut to visit any of my crazies, that I would like to meet her. But she's cool.
So what do you think about her video that she put together? Because I know Queen Diva want to talk about it. So come on, Queen Diva, before you hang up.
Who's DD Love? I gotta see that. I don't.
Oh, I
Who
love me
DD?
some Dee Dee Love. I call her the YouTube life coach.
Oh
You didn't tell me nothing about DD Love, Benj.
Yeah, but you want to talk about this. That's why I'm saying, like, let's just talk about it.
Well, you know, they call Miss T Velocity, the new, was calling Miss T Velocity yesterday, okay? I'm not going to say who. Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, I wish I could slap that witch. I wish I could slap that bitch. Oops, sorry. I wish I could slap that witch through the phone, baby. I wish I could slap her through the phone.
Wow.
Talk cash junk, Benj. I'm gonna tell you where to go. Exactly where to start to listen to it at, okay?
Well, don't say it. Text it.
I'm not. I'm gonna text it and you text it to Angie.
No. You can put it in the chat. Text it in the chat.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because other people see what we saying and who we talking about. It's not just us three.
Okay.
It should. I wish it could be just us three. It's only us three in the panel. I don't know how many in the room listening. You know, the Bush babies.
You telling me somebody disrespect my TVC and said that?
Big time. Y'all, wait, big time. I'm about to hang up. Big time. Y'all gotta hear this. This is crazy. They didn't even want me to know, but I know.
See, y'all know I black out. That's why I'm not in the beach sector.
Wait till you. You know what, Angie Pooh? I don't even want you to hear it. Cause you know that's your Miss Michelle Obama, baby.
That's my Michelle. Come on now,
baby. You gonna be heated then.
What did she say? How did she handle? Don't you hang up? You gotta give me 10 minutes.
Oh my God, this girl. That's why you gotta come on with shades, weave on, lipstick. Can't show your eyes because you're a drunk and a cokehead, baby. Don't get me started. See, I want to come out my character, but I won't. God knows. I'm gonna pray about it.
Benj.
I didn't see it. I didn't even see it.
Benj don't know because Benj don't go there. Benj won't go there unless somebody tell her.
But
Benj don't look at that.
Benj be around like I be around. I be just snooping around.
Yeah, but I don't look at her. I can't stand her.
She said
that particular person. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm about to hang up. Benj,
okay. Have a good day, Queen Diva.
All right, Queen Diva. You have a good day.
All right, we'll be back. Love you, lady. Love you, lady.
Love you too. Oh my goodness, y'all done messed up the church money. Please. Please, y'all. You right. I don't even know why she told me.
Look, bye, y'all.
Why she tell me that? Why did she tell me that? Because now I'm waiting.
I'm about to send it to you.
Give it up for my queen diva. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Benj, what the heck is going on in the world?
Honey, I just think it's some more women that need some. What song is it? Excuse my language. Dick in the life. Some
Hey,
dick in the life.
Yeah, that's so
hey.
true.
In their life. Some dick in their life. Oh
Or
my
if they don't need the D, they need a lick in their life. Hey, a lick in
God.
their
Yes.
life.
Oh my
Mad.
God.
So what, I'm assuming they're mad because she having an opinion.
Like we all do. All of us have one, you know.
That's what our platforms are for. Shit. What? They did not. Y'all should. Oh man, why she tell me that? Now I'm curious. Now I got to go see.
Now you gotta go be nosy.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna get up to start my day too. Angie, did I ask you before about different herbs?
Yes, and I told you we got all kinds of stuff here. If you want me to ship you something, all you gotta do is tell me, but you ain't gonna tell me, but you know what I mean. Because
No,
I
but
took an
listen,
herbal
because
class because it was so many things here that I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. And I was just
yeah,
telling Lily about some herbs yesterday because to help her and her husband with her husband, I think he has arthritis or something like that. And I
uh-huh.
found these herbs that help out with it.
Yeah, they're so much better than synthetic medications. And then some synthetic medications, they're actually made from herbs, from plants and stuff.
Wow.
But like I have a friend. He's a scientist, a toxicologist.
Okay.
And like we used to get into it at first. So when we first met, he saw that I was in the herbs and stuff, just telling me which one I do know you do have to be careful and everything, Um, but initially he didn't like what things I say, I guess because of his schooling. I'm gonna say that maybe he's defending his schooling, which I was never talking against it. So we
He paid
talked.
a lot of money for that stuff, so he probably was
Yeah,
mad.
sometime after that, and I made a comment that I said, I can honestly say I don't know if I would get chemotherapy if I was ever diagnosed with cancer. I'm not saying that I won't, but I can say that I don't know because I know how effective herbs have been in my life. I even try to keep a journal. I was having such and such symptom. I started taking this herb, and this situation resolved itself. Blah blah blah. So anyway, when I said that to him about the chemotherapy, he was like, "Why?" He said, "Why? Because you know it's poison, don't you? You know it's poison." He said, really." He said that yeah, the people that live there they were gonna live anyway. He said, but to me, chemotherapy can sometimes hasten death. Now this is a guy that used to argue with me, and then he turned around and said, "I want to hear more about your herbs." Yeah, but about your herbs and energy healing. And I was saying to myself, about a couple of years ago, you didn't care about this stuff. Telling me be careful and everything, and that's what medications are for, to heal you and everything.
Well, the doctors are not doctors to heal. They are doctors because they don't get paid if they heal you.
But when you think about it, though, isn't that kind of hypocritical because they take the hypocritical oath to save lives?
Isn't that like the code of silence with police officers? They
Okay,
supposed to
okay. Thank
protect us.
you. I stand corrected. I'm corrected. Okay, okay.
Everybody
I
got their stuff. You know what I mean? Like I just said to you, it's a lot of money in the prison. But do you want to invest in the prison? No. But do you want to eat? Yeah.
yeah.
Libra,
Okay.
the scale, what you gonna do? People are
Yeah.
going to still go to jail. Okay? I hold my
Yeah.
one card for my family, my daughters. Because if
Uh
something
huh.
happens, I'm going to buy. Just send me $10 a month. I'll figure it out.
Uh
I
huh.
take one for the team for mine.
Uh-huh.
But people gonna still go to jail.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? People are going. It's just like having a funeral home. It's going to be a
Yeah.
lucrative business.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Think about
Wow.
it. All this stuff
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Everything's a paradox. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So what way you want to go? I mean, you want to live well, you want to be well in this life. So
Uh-huh.
what are you going to do? I mean, like I think that the beef sector is the devil because it's a portal. Everybody that came into the beef sector came from somewhere else and it led them into it.
Not only is it a portal, it seems like we get stuck in it.
A black hole.
Yeah. Or you can get stuck in it. I'll use that. If you don't have a sense of awareness, a sense of self, you can, and you don't know how to detach. You can definitely
Yeah.
get stuck in it.
So your girls made it. I mean, I don't think that any of us are talking disrespectful against the sister because, she's a sister. But what do you think, Benj, about the situation?
Which one? Because there's so many.
I'm talking about the exposure and the ego and
I don't watch. There's a lot of people I don't watch too. Like no matter what, I won't watch them. So I don't know, like which one you're talking about or who you're talking about.
I'm talking about what Dee Dee was talking about. The last video, no, the video before.
Oh.
How you feel?
Um. Hmm. How do I feel? You know what? A little bit. I feel like it was possibly
God's
necessary.
plan. God's plan.
Yeah, I do. But here's the thing: why I had a negative feeling the whole time, like right when it started.
Oh,
Because
you were there. You were
I
there.
was there. Well, actually, right when I realized the slippage, I was like, "Oh, I wish I had her phone number, her text or something, so I could tell her." Because she didn't realize it. But yeah, I do believe. In fact, I'm gonna say I know it was God's plan. Not I think I know that's what. So that you can be more self-reflective and all of those other things too.
You know
Yeah.
what? My advice to the sister, like I said, I'm friends with her friend, because Lily could call me for anything, and I always try to help. You know what I'm saying? I want her to come back. If she come back, I want to talk more about what can be. Don't come back to that. Well, to that
No,
because I'm
no,
not in it.
no.
But come and talk about how to help your family, like the kids, and because a lot of people. I was dating a guy that didn't want to deal with his child being autistic.
Do you know how many times I've begged her to start a panel? Because there's several women on here who I've seen them in chats leave comments. Like all four of y'all get together or five of y'all get together and do a my I don't even have little kids, but I'm interested in knowing
Yeah,
life in the life of
the
come to
daily.
you know
I
how
said
powerful that could be. How
the
many times
daily comings
I've
and
even
goings.
discussed to her as a self-published author. Give us some tutorials on how we could. Do you know how many manuscripts I have written? I've written on incest. I've written on mental illness. My father committed suicide. I
Wow.
mean, I've written so many manuscripts, but that's all they are. It's manuscripts. 10, 15 years old, just sitting. But I do believe that the information in them is still relevant to this day. You know, so
Yeah,
I've
I
asked her.
mean, I think that
I told her she could even be a consultant, couldn't she? For people that will she could be a ghostwriter. I have told her.
I was about to tell you, you're gonna be my ghostwriter, because the one thing that Philly people have, we talk and we write the way we talk, and I don't like that. I don't want to be that way. So I was like, if I write a book, it got to be a ghostwriter. You know what I mean? To write my book about me. You know what I mean? But I I encourage that the sister return and stay away from the vanity of life, and to have come back
Yeah.
with a daily report of how you go to doctor's appointments, how you go to school, how
Yeah.
how do you
Meltdowns and stuff like that. Meltdowns.
That too. That
Yeah.
too.
And
Because
then her own need for self-care. Because all caregivers need a caregiver. And sometimes that is just yourself. That's the caregiver. Every caregiver needs a caregiver.
yeah, I mean, I would hate for any of us because we all got insecurities and
Yes,
imperfection,
yes.
and
Yeah.
I would hate for it to be exposed like that. But God is amazing.
Listen, it's called be humbled or be humiliated.
Mm.
The choice is yours. The choice is yours.
And I don't want nobody to think that we're like disrespecting or talking bad about her, but I want her to come back and come back in another form of person. Your other life, and that was my reason
Yeah.
of going over. What you say?
No, you said you. I just said she can when you said you want her to come back, but to maybe talk about different things. And she can because she is very talented. She
Yeah,
has talents. She
yeah,
has
and that's what I want.
she has people that's generally interested in her and not the beef. Where some people they only have subbies and stuff because of the beef. But no, some people, even if you're not getting that, you know, momentous number in the chat, or as many engagements as far as comments, I do know, I'm not going to even say think, I know that it's more organic and authentic if you can hold and be engaging without the beef, without being somebody else's content, like you said.
That's the thing about this whole. It's all about numbers. Everybody gotta have certain numbers. Everybody gotta have certain subscribers. Everybody gotta have so many people in their chat in order to feel worthy.
That's not true. You don't feel that way.
I don't
I
feel
don't
that
feel
way.
that way. Yeah.
I came on
So
here
I mean,
because I got a whole lot
it,
of life
you want to
experiences.
know who it means something to? It means something to an empty person. It means something to an unfulfilled person. That's who it means something to.
But as my sister's keeper, and I'm all about us women coming together, I'm not going to applaud you in this bullshit. I'm going to applaud you in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just straight up. Let me go over here. We need to take care of your inner self. We need to build that inner self. Because I could go on 50,000 things and beautify myself, but beauty is within.
It's inside. Yep. As I got older and people would, meet guys and, some of it is flattery. I really think,
Mm-hmm.
that you're interested in me. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. You know what I start telling them, and I will say it even now. I don't need you to tell me that. Like, I know that, which is probably mean for me to say it, but, some people feel like if you say that, this person's going to let their guard down. So I don't need you to say that. Or sometimes my response will be, well, I'm a lot smarter than I am pretty.
I tell my husband all the time, you see all of this? And I tell him every June my butt flops. I don't know what it is about June. Me and my body just go flopping. And it's the truth. July came, I'm just as plump and rumped and got it going on. Got it going on. But June, that thing go boop. Don't, baby, I'm just keeping it real with you. Don't think that 12 months out of the year, I try to do the best. I wear my scarf at night, and I am not, I'm really into my skin and things like that. But still, we all got imperfections.
Yep.
Don't
Titties
take
to the
this.
flow.
Don't take this. Take this.
Right.
This is
Yep.
what matters, because all of this stuff is going to go. You know what I mean? Your hair going thin out, you're going to
Yep.
lose it, and God
Yep.
knows what. So I want her to come back, and I want her to talk about some real stuff in real life form. I want more sisters, because I think every sister on here got something to tell us in real form. If everybody get out from your girlfriend said it. This is what she said. I challenge you guys to do 48 hours of good in the beef sector. Talk nothing but good. Let's see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
48 hours, talk good. It won't be no more beef sector.
Mm-hmm.
You think they can do it?
If they want to, they can. The ones that want to, yeah. It can be done. Come on, you know it can be done.
Oh, I believe in them. I just want them to believe in themselves. I don't want her to come back on the same way she left. And I'm just saying, and I don't have a relationship with her. I know of her. Come back, talk to us about some real life stuff. How is it a struggle to dress them, to get them up, feed them, to go on doctor's appointments and your everyday life? Because
Medications,
yeah,
having the
how many
guilt or
medications?
having to make decision of
Yeah,
if you even. Some people, they don't want their children on medications. Also, diet plays a big part because some of the moms I've talked to with children that's autistic, they've told me that it seemed like one lady, she told me that it seemed like feeding her child organic foods, she noticed
a
like
difference, a
yes,
change.
like yeah. And then another one, I think she was telling me she noticed like the absolutely zero sugar. She noticed a change, you know.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this question because, like I said, my ex, he it was said that his mother didn't do proper while carrying the son. Like she didn't have good doctor's appointments. She didn't her eating habits wasn't good. Like is artistic having artistic children, is it in the womb? Does it start in the womb?
I don't think so. I really don't. I of course I don't know what starts it, but I don't know because there's one thing that I do know. This is for people that I know personally here. At least 3 or 4 of the women, and it seems like everybody I know they have boys. Like it's all boys.
Mm-hmm.
Every person I know that girls do have it. Little girls can get it, but every person that I do know that have it, they have boys. Wow. But there's a couple that I know for a fact they smoked weed while they were pregnant. Although there still may not be no correlation. It might literally may not be a correlation. And I say that because some autistic children say they were on the scale. They were developmental, developing mentally as a child of that chronological age.
Yes.
However, when they got 2 or 3 is when they started to regress. But then
Yes.
you have some children say their motor skills were up to par,
Mm-hmm.
but their cognitive delays, didn't, became apparent after they were 1 or 2. So I guess there's so much more research that needs to be done. And the other thing is a lot of times, I always hear that autism in the whole spectrum that it's a communication disorder. You're
You think
unable
so?
to communicate. I don't know.
But
Say
speech therapy goes hand in hand. When you have artistic kids, they have to go to speech therapy, and they always excel in musical instruments and anything.
technology,
Yes, I'm about to say that.
too,
Yes.
or history. History, mathematics.
So,
Things
do
like
you think that God
actually
take
things that
one
are
thing
kind of
away
more.
from you? That God take one thing away from you and give you excel in another thing?
That's possible. But you know what else I think too, and Red Pill has touched on this. I think that they're also crystal beings. I don't
Mm,
know if you're into that, but I think they're also crystal beings too.
I can see
That
that.
they're highly that they're and you just said it, how they can excel in one area, how a lot of them are like geniuses or highly advanced, and like they're cosmically advanced, if you will, you could use it that way, or galactically um advanced in certain aspects. Now my son, he's 29. He's never
Mm-hmm.
ever had a diagnosis of having anything. Now I will say this too. He is a very heavy weed smoker.
Okay.
He is. However,
Coping, wait, like a coping mechanism?
I don't know what the hell, because I mean I don't know. But
That's a whole nother channel.
right, right. But he one thing like I said, I know I don't know, probably around, and I remember I used to scream and yell like, "You're so disrespectful. Look at people when they're talking to you." So he really doesn't look at me in my face, and I would sometimes cry and say, "Wow, he's so distant. He's so." And then
They
when he
they
was
don't give you eye
like,
contact.
then, so then when he was 21, and he got the most beautiful eyes. I mean, his
Oh,
eyelashes is so long and
oh.
everything. But anyway, when he was about 21, it was like I had an aha moment. And I think it was after I was, upset and feeling like, God, this kid does not talk. He hardly ever, he don't even talk to me, and blah blah blah. And
Delay.
then I started Googling and researching, not necessarily autism, but Asperger's. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like he might have some of the characteristics, but then I kept going back to, but he's so smart. Like he loved
They
money.
do be smart.
He can get some money from you. Or you'd be like, where was such and such and such and such? You'd be like, oh, I sold it. I sold it. But anyway, so I was like crying. What do you call it? Like an autism necessary support, like it's a whole facility, because he really doesn't have, friends and associates and stuff, which I'm like, how? I mean, because he's a very likable person and everything. And that's when I said, wow, I wonder if he's on the spectrum. But I say all of that to say this, and it's back to me saying like the rainbow kids and everything. Somebody can say something and he'll put it in a whole different perspective that like nobody never ever thought of. And I used to be like, oh, he want to argue, or why he's saying it that way. But it has given me also, a greater respect and appreciation for different perspectives, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But I mean,
So
I would be curious to know, and I think any parent that has any, because I work for the vice president of CNN, and in Atlanta, I was their nanny, and the kids, I called them the Letter family. I'm not gonna say their last name, but they were the Letter family. They had all kinds of issues, OCD, ODDD. I was actually introduced to YouTube from them because one of the children looked up how to blow your brains out on YouTube, and it's an actual, yeah. So they was boys, and I'm playing with I'm the oldest one because I'm really, that's I try to interact very well with children because that's my profession. That's what I did. So I'm playing video games with the oldest one, and the youngest one just got really offended that I wasn't paying him no attention, and he disappeared. So the house is a mansion. I'm going through every room. Everybody got their own bathroom. I'm like calling his name. Where are you? Where are you? Oh my gosh! Out of nowhere, I look on his roof because he had access to his roof from his bedroom window, and he was just sitting there rocking, talking to himself. And all I thought was my life flashing before me. Like, if this little boy commits suicide, what am I going to do? I talked to the parents, and they was like, it's okay. He go out there and he thinks a lot.
Oh, wow.
Deuces, this is not the job for me.
Yeah, because that's a liability.
Yeah, and I called them the Letter family because they had so many letters, and they was going through changes with the medication.
Were they medicated? Were they doing medication?
So, this medication was this week. Next week, like every 12 days, they was changing, trying to find what medicine actually worked. And it was so crazy because they went to the rich school called Padilla. It's in Atlanta. Jimmy Walker grandkids. I'm a Jimmy Walker. The vice president, Jimmy Carter.
Where is the school located?
It's in where is that location? It's like Decatur.
Is it by Piedmont? Is it by Piedmont Park?
No, it's on the opposite side. It's like off of Ponce de Leon.
I know what you're talking about.
So all the rich kids go there. Like all the celebrity kids go there. I think the Abernathy's, the Martins, every kid, anybody, the Cab County CEO, all the kids go there. Every rich kid go to Padilla. And it's like a hippie school because they kind of like free will, but you see them with bodyguards and you know what I'm saying? So every day, like I would see these changes and see these kids and everybody taking medication, but they so damn smart. I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And even with my experience with my ex and his son, like he would hold his ears when loud stuff was going on and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I used to be like, I love him. That's my baby. Up to this day, I don't care. You know, I got a problem with detachment. So I still birthdays. That's my baby. I still love him. But it was just amazing to see how they go through that, and that's what I want her to come on here and teach us. Teach us what to do. Because as a parent, I'm quite sure you need counseling too to deal
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
And that's enough said. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want anybody to misunderstand what I'm saying. And as me
We
being,
love you, Reed. You still our
we
sister.
do. We do. We do. And I want you to come back and be in a better way. Leave this shit alone. Walk away. Walk away. And Internet said, Benj, you know I love you. I
Yeah,
want
love
you
you.
to send me that message that Queen
Oh,
Diva
okay, I
sent.
will. I will. Yep, she sent it too.
She did.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Do I really want to hear it? Y'all gonna make
Yep.
me lose my
Have
mind.
a good day. Yep, I'm about to go take my shower and get out in the streets.
All right, I'm gonna post on my community board. I'll be here to Sunday, so if anybody wants to want me to get these masks for you, I'm gonna go and and I'm quite sure I can send it for like $4 or whatever. So I'm gonna post it on my community board and what colors
Yeah.
they have. So whoever want to get, I don't dox anybody in the bushes or whoever. I don't dox. I'm not into that. But I can put them in a little container and just ship them off to you and because I know I got some text messages, but I put my phone on do not disturb, and somebody asked me how much. This is actually $9.99, but
Yeah, they're so cute.
I seen several colors, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't remember. So I'm gonna just go take a picture. I'm going there now, and Benj, like always, thank you.
Yep. See you, babes.
All right,
Talk
love
to
you,
you
girl.
later.
Okay,
Okay.
talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Like always, my Benj is beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, guys. It's been more than a time that I wanted to be here, but it is what it is.
Angie Pooh? Do you know Angie?
Who's that?
Who is she? Oh, Angie Pooh.
Hey, it's me, Angie Pooh.
Today was a good day. We just came on here to talk about prisoners with the vital. And my sisters just came up here and it was an organic conversation. We always have organic conversations. These women are some great women. And with that being said, guys, whoever you are, wherever you are, I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm not here to give my opinion about anybody and their lifestyle, whatever you chose is whatever floats your boat, floats your boat. I'm not into beefs. I'm not into drama. It is what it is. With that being said, take some time to enjoy my view. And if you can do anything, give more than you take. Leave with that. And the last thing is I won't complain. I'm gonna put that on my playlist so y'all can hear it all day, every day. I don't care if y'all get mad at me. Deuces.